Okay, I'm gonna demo how this wager system works. Right now, it's very crude, not very user friendly. Got to create a wager. So let's say who won the sports game? Red team, blue team. Uh, you could theoretically have more options than that, but anyway. And then we'll put in a time. So I know that's not very user friendly right now. That'll be made better later. And we will create this little wager. Cool. So, the fuck? Is this because I'm not? No, I've got to be on the right. Yeah. Fuck is going on? I just did this shit. I just did this shit. Great. Oh, maybe it's because that's right. Okay. Because the time on it, for some reason, Polygon is really weird with the time. Yeah, I've run into that before. So we'll just push it back a little bit. Create. So we'll push it back an hour, so which means I gotta do, yeah. Because the timing on the blockchain, whatever, just it's the time situation. It's a time thing for the blockchain. Whatever, whatever. I thought putting it 10 minutes ahead would be fine, but I guess not. So we just yeah submitted a transaction to create a wager. So now yeah, on the governance side, it's gonna be like, look, we got this wager. Is this something the governance? Okay, is this something that we're going to approve of? So it's serving two purposes. Um, the governance aspect of whether we approve this wager or not, and then also telling the truth when you want to actually run the wager and get results, all that stuff. So very easy. Got to approve or discard, and these basically come with like this approve and discard. These options come with this smart contract. This smart contract creates these options. You save that. You always want to save, and you push tickets. So right now we have only one ticket. We only have one watcher too. Commit that, and we will soon see once our transaction goes through that we have committed our response, that we are going to approve that wager. So everything works within time windows. You can see we got 3 minutes going on here. Cool. And then we'll wait until that's over. Okay, so the last few seconds just counted down. This is going to enter the reveal phase very soon. Right, so now that we're in this next time window, we're going to just reveal. And we don't have to do anything inside here. We're just going to reveal. And confirm. And then we'll see again that when that transaction goes through, that we'll have a check mark next to our commit being revealed. So then we'll wait for the next phase because there's one more phase after this, and then we can finalize. Because this is a subjective kind of governance vote, there's going to be a subjective round, and I'll explain some things when we get to that. All right, last few seconds here. Now we're entering the subjective phase. And this phase is the time where you slash other members if their vote was completely out of bounds. Now, at the moment, because this is the only use case, it's just kind of like a I've ignored this phase. I haven't built the interface for this phase. I'm not gonna lie. Just not gonna lie. So I just take that vote, and I don't have the slashing in there. But this subjective phase is also good for price data, right? So you might need an oracle to compare the price of like a crypto or coin to the US dollar. And let's take Ethereum Classic, for example, right? Ethereum Classic. And some are going to say it's okay, it's 858, 1858. Some are going to say it's 1856. Some are going to say it's 1860. But then someone might say that it's just 18. And 18 is just way out of bounds. Someone might just say it's 20. It's way out of bounds. So this is the opportunity to slash those that you feel are way out of bounds. And there's a vote that goes all into that too. So when the votes are finally all tallied up, it only counts those that are within the bounds that everyone has agreed on. So if you like, if you got a majority vote that says you're out of bounds, your vote is not counted. Because typically, what's going to happen is you're going to take the 1858, you're going to take the 18 what is it, 56 I said, and then 1862, and you're going to average those. The smart contract that consumes all those votes is going to average those by weight, by the weight of how much backing each watcher has. Now, what a smart contract does with all those values is up to that smart contract. But I mean, for something like price data, averaging by weight is sounds like the ideal move there. So that's that. But yeah, for this proving wager, an instance where you might want to slash somebody out is if they're trying to accept something, if they're trying to approve something that's not okay, or if they're trying to disapprove something that's well within the abilities of their job, right? So you don't really want people putting crazy stuff up here, like has this elected official been killed by a certain date? That's it's a lot of smoke nobody wants. It's a lot of smoke that nobody wants. So if anybody does approve that, right, you would want to probably slash them. Well, so what's going to happen is they get frozen. Their backing, the resolve tokens that go into their backing actually gets frozen. And when they're frozen, they can get kicked off of the round table. This is the round table right here. Currently, there's only one individual on the round table. And this is just a demo, of course. But yeah, that's what happens. And then we'll get to that next part when we get to that next part. But yeah, we're demoing how to run a wager, how the wager process works. Was this the oh yeah, pending approval. Okay, let's say I was like, what? How does this work again? It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, so it's pending approval right now. If it does get approved, doesn't get approved, whatever, we're gonna do that. So we got 20 seconds on the clock. So this is the wager. We don't know if it's something that we can do yet or not. The idea with the next version of this is that every wager that you create, because you have to pay the watchers to do their job, right? You actually will get an NFT that gives you a share of the tax, the house tax. So now it's ready to finalize. Commit phase is over, reveal phase is over, subjective phase is over. Even though we don't have anything in the subjective phase, it's built into the smart contract, right? It's in there. It's just the user interface stuff. It's like I hate user interface coding, and I was lazy, so I got a what do you call it? minimum viable product here. So we're ready to finalize. So we can click push tickets again, and yeah, push those tickets. So when you click push tickets, you can have 4 sets of tickets. Ones that need to be committed, ones that need to be revealed, subjective phases, stuff, and then finalized, right? So once this is finalized, it should disappear. Let's see. Pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, so yeah, it just got approved. So now, okay, so now you can see that, yeah, we've got these options here, and we got this who won the sports game, red team or blue team. So we click. Oh shit, shit. That's not how we do it. I'm forgetting how this whole thing works. You see, reject all these three transactions, reject all. And then we should be able to put like 0.02 in here. So yeah, I guess that should work, right? That should work. Just about. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually done this in a while. So that it actually checks to make sure the zero. Anyway, so also when you push your position, I said red team, right? In the next version, when you put in a position, you'll get an NFT. So with that NFT, for a long-term bet, right? Something that might be, you have this entry cutoff here. You have this entry cutoff here, by the way. But for like a long-term bet, you might want to trade that NFT if you feel like you're going to be at a loss. So that creates a whole market. That's a really big opportunity. There's actually a few more. There's another layer that I want to add to this. There's another layer of gamification that I want to add to this. I'll explain that in a bit. But let me also explain how this works. So typically in sports betting, the house is going to maintain the odds. That is what I've learned. So when I initially created this, I just had this entry cutoff, and the entry so the odds fluctuate. The odds fluctuate as people drop in more money before this entry cutoff. We got 51 minutes on here, and right now it's kind of set that way because the limited user interface. I had to put it 1 hour ahead, so I'll you know I'll just continue the recording 1 hour from now. But anyway, yeah, typically the house maintains the odds. So if somebody puts in more money, the house is going to maintain the ratios on all options for the wager. But this, it's just different. So you have this entry cut, and the thing is with real world events, because there's so many things that can intercept the event, there's no way the house is going to be able to maintain the odds, and or much less like know what the odds are to begin with. So everyone's just got to drop in money at this entry cutoff, and that's how it works. And then yeah, in the later version, you get an NFT. That'd be cool. Okay, so it looks like it's ready to verify, and we'll just click that. It's gonna send a request to the Oracle over here once that transaction goes through. And we already know how that process works. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. I mean, I wonder if I should actually even. Oh, look at that. Send Oracle request. We get an error. Why are we not connected to motherfucker? Ain't that some motherfucking shit? Okay, got that back up and going. So we can just say the blue team won. Let's say the red team won, because that's where I got my bet, I believe. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's just like we did it last time. and we'll have our vote committed pretty soon here. Now, this is an objective response, so you either have the red team that won or the blue team that won. I mean, you could have a tie, right? But it's all objective. Like there's no in between. So there's not going to be a subjective phase on this ticket. What the heck? Is this thing going to go through or what? Okay, I was about to say, I'm about to trip out. I know it's like, I know it's been a while since I've actually, what I mean? It's been a while since I've touched this code, looked at this code, tested this code, but at the same time, shit ain't changed. So yeah, right now we are in the middle of verifying. I can improve the interface here. That'd take a lot of work actually. That'd take a lot of work. Getting this to read. Well, I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends how I have it set up, right? I could rewrite. I could probably write something in the smart contract to make that a little bit easier to improve the interface. So it's like in the middle of verifying. I could improve that somehow. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade the contract anyway for all those extra features. Oh, yeah, here we go with the thing here, and we're gonna get that reveal phase, and then it's going to finalize after that. We'll just go ahead and let this timer go down. Dot, dot, dot. Waiting on the block. 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 There we go. Push tickets. All you gotta do is press push tickets again. That's it. That's just how things have to be handled on chain. So we'll get our results, right? After 5 minutes or so. So it's coming up here. 20 seconds left. And then once that's done, we'll be able to push tickets one more time and then get the results shown here. Now, it's been a while since I've used this, so I don't know where the cash out button is. I guess we're about to find out. In fact, now there was a sports version I made for soccer. If that had a cash out button, I'm just really wondering what the cash out button is on this one. So yeah, you can see there's no subjective phase. We don't have to go through that. We just finalize everything, get those results in. Let's see how this thing changes as the transaction gets verified. Actually, I think you do cash out. Yeah, you cash out uh, one by one. Yeah, so you can see pull the 0.02. So of course it's like I'm the total pot. This is the weight of the pot, whatever. Red team, I did win. Pull the 0.02 and then confirm. So we'll see that this goes up by 0.02, whatever. Yeah, that's nothing, but there we go. So that's how the betting system works. Again, a little bit of a rough interface, but that can be improved, right? That's the full life cycle.